To begin our Sunrise Smart Start right inside the Buffalo Huddle. I'm sure everybody's very excited for tonight's Bills versus Jags primetime showdown. It's going to be pretty special with some familiar faces on their way back to Highmark Stadium. Among those, Mitch Morse, the longtime anchor of the offensive line. He's back this time on the opposite sideline. Gabe Davis, we'll also see him in Buffalo, and like Morse, he'll be in a Jags uniform. Davis was a threat for 4 years on offense for the Bills, racking up nearly 170 receptions, more than 2,700 yards, 27 TDs in his 4 seasons in Orchard Park. Meanwhile, Morse had a vital role as center with Josh Allen for years, and the QB had nothing but praise for his former teammates.
Brothers to me, and I hope they feel the same way about me. I just got so much love and respect and support and anything you could think of for both of those guys. And they meant a lot to me on the field too. So it takes a lot to win in this league, and they were 2 huge contributors over the last several years that I've been here. A big reason of why we won so many games. So it'll be good to see both of them.
We'll be covering all that and more from our sports crew beginning tonight at 6:30. Analysis, injury notes as we get ready for kickoff. Bills, Jacksonville, Week 3. Buffalo Kickoff Live right here tonight on News 8. Yeah, these are always the days you get a lot of pressure here, sir. People are like, don't you dare rain on the game.
Man, when I played football, I loved playing in the rain.
Really?
Oh, it's the most fun.
I would think it'd be more slippery. The ball can get slippery, you know?
Kind of the point. It makes it more fun.
Okay.
Sitting in the stands, though.
There you go.
Right, watching the game.
Get an umbrella hat.
That's the thing, right. It is actually not raining right now in Orchard Park. Maybe a couple of sprinkles there. But expect the showers to continue to push through. Right now, you've got them downtown. Heaviest is over Wayne County down toward Marion, North Rose. You've got some downpours. Numbers are stuck in the 60s throughout most of today. The rain showers will taper off, though, this afternoon and this evening. 8-day forecast coming up at the end of the show. But how are the roads looking right now, Brennan?
They are wet. Main expressways, James, are clear right now at 6:48 at the Brighton-Henrietta border. Got a crash Winton Road and Jefferson Road, west side of Henrietta. Another one at West Jefferson and Scottsville Road. More sunrise traffic again at about 7:25. Happening later today, the jury trial continues for the defendant accused of shooting a man dead on Farragut Street earlier this year. Police say Kwame Acosta shot 2 men inside of a home in February during a fight. 27-year-old Davarsea Fort died at the scene. The other victim luckily survived. Acosta is charged with Fort's murder along with assault and menacing charges. He'll be due in court today at 9:15. Also at the Hall of Justice, the man from Rochester charged in a deadly beating of a 61-year-old man at a business is set to show up to court for a decision hearing. Police say in August last year, Quintel Crockton started to beat Teran Felder outside of a store on J Street and kept assaulting him inside. Officers found the victim inside the store dead when they arrived. The suspect was gone. Crockton was arrested months later, charged with murder. Again, a decision hearing scheduled at 9:30. The opioid epidemic affects so many of us in the community. Maybe if not directly, you may know someone who has been impacted by the fentanyl crisis and beyond. So for that reason, and happening tonight, the city of Rochester plans to host a community conversation about the issue of opioids and the prevalence in this region. It is designed to be a space where individuals can safely share their personal perspectives about the opioids epidemic, how it affects people. Also, resources will be available to the community at large. The city is looking for advice, insight here on the barriers people feel are connecting them, obstacles connecting to care. The discussion will be at the St. Michael's Church Community Room on North Clinton Avenue, 6 to 8 tonight. This morning, Rochester's Police Accountability Board is going to have a press conference to address concerns about this new number of 31 reports released by the agency investigating the police department. In a letter, the PAB calls the release of these findings a significant milestone in the work to enhance transparency and accountability between RPD and the community. The city, though, quickly condemned the release of the reports, saying the board does not have the authority to publish internal investigative reviews and findings as it violates local law. Going on to say the city does, the public release of allegations of wrongdoing that may be or have already been determined to be inaccurate is dangerous. The reports do redact. They cover identifying pieces of information such as names of officers and civilians. The PAB press conference is at Daniel Prude Square this morning at 9.
We now know the names of the victim killed and the suspect charged with a shooting in Lyons. Investigators say they first arrived to the home on Maple Street Saturday morning around 10:30 for a domestic violence call. That's where they reportedly found that victim, 40-year-old Sean Ron, shot dead, and the accused shooter is 37-year-old Randolph Scott. He's here on your screen now, charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon. He's been taken to the Wayne County Jail after his arraignment on Sunday morning, where he received no bail. The next hearing is scheduled for this Thursday.
Here in the city, police are still on the search for the person responsible for shooting someone Sunday morning. The 21-year-old man, the victim, is recovering. He was shot in the leg on Ryan Alley. Officers there did apply a tourniquet quickly to stop the bleeding, to get the victim to the hospital for more treatment. He is expected to survive.
As the leaves start to change for the start of the fall season, it also indicates some mortgage rates are seeing some changes as well.
Yeah, it's been a while. In fact, last week's Federal Reserve rate cut of 0.5 percentage point has helped cut 30-year mortgage rates by 1.15% in 6 weeks. So if you're looking to buy, what we're told is the time to act is now. News 8 over the weekend caught up with a local broker who tells us this significant drop in rates has reduced the monthly cost of buying a home, adding Rochester has the potential to be a top market for new listings.
There still aren't enough homes to satisfy the needs of the buyers who are out there. Good news again for buyers. Not only have rates come down, but another good bit of information in some of the reports that we've seen the past few weeks is that Rochester is slated to be the #1 community in the United States that is going to see the largest influx of new properties coming in the market for sale in the coming year.
Buyers are encouraged to take advantage of the current lower levels of competition and the rates as they are by buying now and then refinancing later on. Rates are expected to drop again in November and December, and competition will ramp up, what we're told, in early 2025.
News 8, your local election headquarters, and the latest CBS News polls indicate that the presidential race is still pretty tight. Vice President Kamala Harris is now up 4 points nationally over former President Donald Trump. Harris has narrowed her deficit with Trump among those who say the economy is a major factor in their voting choices. She plans to give a speech later this week outlining her vision for the economy. Meanwhile, over the weekend, the vice president did accept an invitation for a second debate, but Trump says it's too late because early voting has already started.
Sunday in Washington, lawmakers on Capitol Hill announced an agreement on a short-term spending bill. It would fund federal agencies for about 3 months. This deal is aimed at averting a possible partial government shutdown. That would have been when the new budget year begins next month.
There is a new program at a local hospital aimed at helping young patients with their self-esteem.
All of them, all meant to make their hospital stays, as they are trying, just a bit easier. Ron Spitzer is here in studio to explain how it works. Ron.
Yeah, guys, the Hair Equity program at URMC provides products for hospital patients and families with all different hair types, from silk, straight to curly and coily hair, alternative styles, and those who wear religious head coverings. The hospital staff now also gets educated in caring for patients' hair. Before the program, patients had access to a shampoo, conditioner in one, a fine-tooth comb, and a hair pick. Now they have a bristle brush, satin cap and bonnet, hair ties, wide-tooth comb, and a few other helpful pieces like hijab for those who wear them for religious reasons. Taylor Moyo, an assistant nurse manager at Golisano, says doing this was all about having the products and education to be able to care for patients properly.
I wanted to take care of patients from head to toe, so I always felt like I was missing a part in their care when we didn't have these products. But now that we do, I'm like, okay, we're actually getting the whole picture and taking care of the whole patient, because it's not just about hair. It's just like their self-esteem too, and knowing that they're truly cared about here in the hospital. So it's honestly so great now that we have these products and caring for them.
Though the program is only available to pediatric patients at the moment, the team is working on expanding to adult care in the next few months. Guys, back to you.
All right, Ron, thank you for sharing that. It's just a wonderful initiative. The Wilmot Cancer Institute, another great campaign, had a record-breaking weekend, and you can still add to the grand total.
Organizers say 2,000 walkers, runners, bike riders all joining in to celebrate cancer survivorship during this year's Warrior Weekend. Participants have already raised more than $460,000 now through their website for cancer research. And again, you can contribute to this total. So if you'd like to donate, head to warriorweekend.urmc.edu.
There was so much going on over the weekend.
Yeah.
We were worried how it might fare, but it's pretty good overall.
Yeah. Rain or shine.
Better than Monday.
Yeah, both weekend days were fantastic. Yeah, if you're going to pick a day for rain, make it be today. We have showers moving through right now. They will taper off in the afternoon. If we're going over to Orchard Park, no issues there for the game outside of maybe a random sprinkle or two. Light shower possible tomorrow. That's favored for late in the day as well, and we'll carry that into Wednesday. But things are shaping up potentially for maybe another nice weekend. That would be great. Looks like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A decent stretch, but note the temperatures, right? It's 10 degrees down from where we were, so a much more fall feel if you're getting out there and picking some apples this weekend.
I think this is the weekend for it.
I saw some families last weekend at Shoots walking around. They were sweating.
Yeah, you need short shorts.
Yes. That does it for us. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.